What is going on, everyone? I hope you are all having a fantastic day. So after everything that's been going on with Simple Bank closing and a lot of customers trying to find the best potential alternative, it seems like a lot of you have narrowed it down to One Finance, which is a smaller company that we looked at in a video last week, and SoFi Money. And in my opinion, either of these are fantastic options in general, but also for anyone who might be looking to switch banks. So today, let's put SoFi Money and One Finance head to head to see how they stack up against one another and hopefully help you decide which one might be the better banking option for you. All right, let's jump right into it. So as I say every time with these versus videos, I have done separate reviews on both SoFi Money and One Finance, but the features and rates that these companies offer are constantly changing. So let's quickly brush up on what each of them is offering and then put them head to head to see which one might be the better option. So for starters, both of these accounts are going to come with no hidden fees, no minimum balance fees, no monthly fees, or anything like that. And they're also both going to be on the Allpoint network of ATMs, meaning you have access to 55,000 ATMs that you can use for free. As far as interest rates go, SoFi advertises that they offer 0.25% interest, which is only partially true. If you made your SoFi account prior to June 9th, 2020, then you are going to earn that 0.25% interest on all of your money, regardless of any other factors. However, if you opened your SoFi Money account after that date, or you haven't yet opened it, in order to qualify for that 0.25% interest, you're gonna have to make at least $500 in deposits each month into this account. Otherwise, you're only going to earn 0.01% interest. And honestly, this is really frustrating, especially considering how often I give large national banks like Wells Fargo such a hard time for their horrible 0.01% interest rate. However, as I say all the time when it comes to interest rates from really any bank account, if you're really that concerned about getting a good return on your money, then you would be much better off just investing your spare change, because unless you are absolutely rolling in it and you have hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars in this account, then the difference between 0.01, 0.25, or even 1% is honestly going to be so small that it really just doesn't matter. Now, the interest rate that is offered by One Finance is a little bit more exciting and compelling, but it is still a bit confusing. For starters, they're going to give you 1% interest on all of the money in your Save pocket, which we'll talk about what the Pockets feature is in a minute. And they're also going to offer you two different ways to earn up to 3% interest on your money. First of all, you can either use their Paycheck Autosave feature that allows you to contribute up to 10% of your direct deposit paycheck into your Autosave pocket and earn 3% interest on that money on up to $1,000 per month. So that's really cool, but the other way that you can earn 3% interest on your money is using what's called the Roundup spending feature. And this works in the same way that all of the other Roundup features work from similar companies. Basically, if you go and spend $4.75 somewhere, then they're going to round up that purchase to $5 and save that extra 25 cents for you, and all of that roundup money is going to earn 3%. Now, speaking of that roundups feature, SoFi actually offers an identical feature that works in the exact same way that's going to round up all of your purchases to the nearest whole dollar and then save that money for you, and they will actually currently match up to $25 in roundup savings. Beyond that, One Finance advertises that you can pay anyone with a free ACH bank transfer, and while to my knowledge SoFi does not offer ACH transfers necessarily, you are able to pay friends right from within the app in the same way that you would pay them with Venmo, Cash App, or any of those other applications. SoFi is also going to give you significantly higher FDIC insurance of $1.5 million, while One Finance only gives you the standard $250,000 of FDIC insurance. But again, unless you have more than $250,000 in this account, then this honestly means nothing to you, but just something to keep in mind. Now, when it comes to customer service, truthfully, I have not had to contact One Finance's customer service because I just learned about them not even 2 weeks ago, but they do seem to have a pretty active presence when it comes to their customer service phone numbers, and I haven't found any glaring negative reviews that talk about this, so at least for the time being, I think it's safe to assume that their customer service is pretty decent. Now, SoFi, on the other hand, is notorious for having fantastic customer service, and I can say personally, every time I have ever had to call them, they have answered the phone really quickly, and the person who actually answers the phone is able to help me and answer my question without having to put me on hold or transfer me to another department. I do also want to mention that One Finance does offer the ability to get paid early, which personally I and many others in the comment section don't really see a whole lot of value in, but that is just something I want to note because SoFi does not currently offer that feature. Alright, so that's all of these surface level features, but as I mentioned earlier, One Finance offers a really unique feature called Pockets that's really the reason why many customers from Simple are actually deciding to switch now that Simple is shutting down. And SoFi offers a very similar feature called Vaults, but it's not exactly the same thing. So let's take a look at both of these very unique features, which definitely are both useful, but again, they are not created equally. So I explained the Pockets feature in depth in last week's video, so again, definitely check that out if you want a really in-depth look. But essentially, One Finance allows you to create an unlimited number of what they call pockets, which are basically mini extensions of your main account. You can then give each of these custom names such as groceries, utility payments, or just a fun category like going out to eat with friends. And then you're able to fund each of those accounts, and when you use your One Finance debit card, you can automatically have that money pulled from each respective account. And you're also able to switch which account that transaction is pulled from right from within the app. So say you're making a trip to the grocery store, then you can automatically tell the One Finance app to pull that transaction from your groceries pocket. And that means that this is basically an electronic version of the envelope method, which is a fantastic way of not only staying on track with your overall budget, but also making sure that you're not spending too much money in one particular category. One Finance has also mentioned that they are planning on adding the automated paycheck feature, which is basically when your direct deposit paycheck comes in, then you can automatically have that broken up based on different percentages or amounts into each of your respective pockets. So if you know that you need $200 per month for groceries, then you can automatically set it to put $200 worth of your paycheck into your groceries pocket, so that literally everything is automated and done for you. Okay, so that's the Pockets feature, and it is pretty awesome if you ask me, and a lot of you have compared this to the expense accounts feature from Simple. But how does the SoFi Vaults feature come into this, and is it the same thing? Well, long story short, no. The SoFi Vaults feature is definitely not the same thing. The Vaults feature is more like the bucket savings feature that we've seen from Ally Bank and is not intended to be used as some kind of system for budgeting, because you're not able to spend money and then have that pulled out of a particular account. The Vaults feature is again going to work in the same way as those buckets and allow you to save for particular financial goals, whether that be saving for a car, a house down payment, or maybe even your next vacation. And also, there's no way to automatically have your paycheck divided up across these various accounts, so again, it's definitely not the same thing. So that's everything as far as banking features go, and lastly, I will mention that One Finance has a credit line pocket feature that basically works as an overdraft protection, and on the flip side of that coin, SoFi offers their SoFi credit card, which is obviously not exactly the same thing, but it is technically a line of credit, so I did just want to mention that to compare these two things as well. Now, many of you are probably aware that outside of these banking features, SoFi also has their own investing platform, their own budgeting platform called SoFi Relay, their own borrowing platform, and a ton of other great financial tools. And that's a large part of the reason why I personally love SoFi. But I have to be honest, and if we are just comparing the One Finance to SoFi Money, I do think that One Finance has a lot of compelling features that SoFi just currently does not offer at the moment. Their interest rate is significantly higher, and that Pockets feature is truly unique, and once Simple does actually shut down, One Finance is going to be one of the only companies that I am aware of who offers something like this. Now, that does not mean that I personally will be jumping ship from SoFi, because again, I personally see a ton of value in having my banking, investing, budgeting, borrowing, and everything under one platform, which is why I love SoFi. But in this video, we are strictly comparing the banking services, and while they are pretty similar across the board, I do think that I would give this one to One Finance. And lastly, if you think you prefer the SoFi Money platform or you see value in using their other financial tools all under the one umbrella as I do, then I do want to let you know that they will give you $50 for free when you open a SoFi Money account and fund it currently, and they'll give you another $50 worth of a stock of your choice when you open a SoFi Invest account and make a qualifying deposit. So if you do want to check out either of those offers, there are links down in the description below, but if not, that is completely okay as always. And One Finance does not currently offer any general sign-up bonuses, but they are currently offering up to a $100 transfer bonus for Simple customers. So if you are currently a Simple customer and you're looking to switch, then I will also leave a link for that down in the description below, because you can get up to a $100 bonus when you fund your One Finance account with your Simple account. So let me know if you prefer the SoFi Money platform or One Finance down in the comment section below, and what features are most important to you when looking for your next bank account. As always, if you did enjoy this video, it would mean a lot to me if you would hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who you think would get value out of this content as well. And as always, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to check out my video. I really do appreciate it. Take it easy, and I'll see you in the next one.